Hello, welcome to Evans Mill. I'm your executive chef, Jason Evans. Today we're going to be continuing on our knife series. Since we made it such an important thing to keep your knife sharp in our last video, today we're going to show you a few tools, give you a few tips on making sure you can accomplish that at home. So today I've got a couple examples for you. We've got our tri-stone, which we use here at work a lot, and then also got this nice little handheld one that's good for home use as well. But this tri-stone, if you want to keep this thing around the house, takes up a little more room, but they're great, and they're great for using your good quality knives on. But basically you've got this, and they make all kinds of these, and they make them smaller and a little simpler, but this one basically has three stones. It's got a coarse, a medium, and a fine stone that you can kind of rotate, and then a little oil reservoir in the bottom. The oil is going to kind of help lubricate the knife, keep your heat transfer so you don't end up warping your knife. So that's good to keep a little vegetable oil on there. But let me show you how to use this thing. You want to hold your knife, and this is good for all your utility knives in the kitchen. But basically, you want to hold the knife in what you would normally use it for cutting, and you want about a 20-degree angle. And as you slide this knife across the stone, you want to keep even pressure on both the heel and the toe of the knife, or the tip of the knife. And you want to slide it across the stone, and I like to use the whole stone just so you don't wear it out in the middle. So you're going to get complete utilization here, and we're going to keep it nice and slow. You don't need to go fast, but about a 20-degree angle all the way across. And then you alternate, you do the other side, same thing. The entire knife, entire stone, nice even pressure, and a nice consistent angle, about 20 degrees. And after you do maybe 3 or 4 swipes on each side, maybe 5, depending on how dull your knife is, then you can rotate to the other, go to the medium, and then eventually work your way down to the fine. And this is going to get your knife all honed up real nice and sharp. Okay? This other example, the kind of the handheld, it's kind of the same idea. It doesn't take up as much space, but you basically have, this one's pretty fancy. It's got a coarse little slot, and it's got a fine slot. So keep it on. I like to keep the wet towel under it just so things don't slip around. You are dealing with knives. And then you're going to basically drag your knife through the coarse a few times, keeping a little bit of pressure on it, not pushing down too hard, and then you work your way down to the fine too. And this is going to kind of get it nice and sharp. So once you get your knife sharpened, you want to kind of clean that oil off of them a little bit. And you've got this thing. It's called a steel. A lot of folks say, oh, this is what we use to sharpen our knives with. Well, this isn't going to sharpen your knife. What it does is going to help you keep your knife sharp in between your sharpenings. And to use this, you're going to grab it, keep your thumb kind of flat underneath, and it's got some little guards so you don't cut yourself. And you basically keep that same 20-degree angle, and you're going to run the knife on both sides of that steel. And this is just going to help you keep your knife sharp. And really, you can use this thing every time before you cut. This is going to help keep that edge. And then kind of wipe your knife off. I like to, you can keep a tomato around. Tomato is a nice vegetable to kind of see how sharp your knife is. Tomato has a soft flesh, so if you end up having to push down to cut through that, your knife's not quite sharp yet. So you want to be able to nice and just smoothly push through that tomato. So that knife's nice and sharp. And all right, you guys go sharpen your knives. Thanks.